Welcome to Sa Majesty Easy World Science Channel, the easy world of science. Happy seeing you. Will be handling solutions to salt analysis WAEC GCE 2022. So happy watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share my videos. In alternative to practical, you are not given the samples, rather you are given a table, as you can see here, to kind of copy and complete. So in alternative to practical, you will know almost how to confirm and test for cations and anions and for gases and some reducing agents. So these are the fields you have to cover. In this year, we'll be handling that of 2022 WAEC GCE salt analysis question. They said C and D are simple organic salts. The following tests were carried out on both salts. They now say complete the table, kind of copy and complete. The other one says C plus distilled water. They now leave observation and inference. So since the inference says C is soluble, C is a soluble salt, your observation will be simple: C dissolves. That means that C dissolves. Then the other one says 2 cm cube of a solution from 2 AI sodium plus sodium hydroxide in drops, then in excess. They told us white gelatinous precipitate. In this case, you have to check the next thing that followed to report well here. They told us with sodium hydroxide in the next thing, that's here, but here they said sodium hydroxide here. Here they say aqueous ammonia. So checking aqueous ammonia, and they also told us precipitate dissolved, but here is white gelatinous precipitate. So you can now know what to report in this situation. So this implies that over here they say white gelatinous precipitate, you just write precipitate soluble or precipitate dissolves. Precipitate soluble or precipitate dissolves in excess. You write precipitate soluble still. You just repeat what is here, because if this happens, sodium hydroxide is the known reagent here, and we have this observation. Our inference, since it's gelatinous, is going to be aluminium or zinc present. Aluminium or zinc present. Aluminium ion or zinc 2 ion present. Because they have said gelatinous, you cannot put lead again, because lead is chalky. Then we come to the second one. Second portion of solution from 2 AIIs plus aqueous ammonia in drops, then in excess. What happens? They say precipitate dissolve. You get the same result. You just write white gelatinous precipitate. White gelatinous precipitate. You can say white gelatinous PPT. What is your inference? This time around, they have already told you that it is soluble over here. So the only ion that forms white gelatinous precipitate, which is soluble in excess of the same reagent, meaning excess of aqueous ammonia, is nothing but zinc. So here you have to write zinc 2 ion confirmed. So we move on. The next one now gave us column to fill, dash dash under tests, and then observation dash, then inference SO4 present. So that means it's going to be C plus barium chloride plus excess HCl. Since you just know how to test for the presence of SO4, that's tetraoxosulfasis ion. So here is going to be barium chloride. Remember to put aqueous plus C, or C plus barium chloride plus excess HCl. Aqueous is going to be dilute. Your observation is white powdery precipitate. White chalky precipitate or powdery precipitate. and then you are done with that. Since they have reported this one for you, they didn't give any dash dash dash. If they have given dash dash dash, the white chalky precipitate, you can also say, since they say SO4, you say soluble, or not soluble, sorry, insoluble. There should be insoluble in HCl. That's what it's supposed to be. Okay, then we move to the next one. Normally, if there is dash 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 here, you can now put SO3, CO3 also present, but they narrowed it down to SO4. That means SO4 is the only one that will form white chalky precipitate, which will be insoluble in HCl. The next one says salt D. They now changed the sample. We are now moving from C to D. Plus distilled water insoluble. You say C did not dissolve. Say, or D did not do what? Dissolve in water. That's why it's insoluble. Then salt D plus heat, colorless and odorless gas evolved, turns lime water milky. The only gas that have this is CO2 gas. That's what you report here. CO2 gas from CO3 2 minus, or HCO3 from, let's make it clear here. So definitely CO2 gas from CO3 2 minus, or HCO3. So heating in some of these things, it will, some of the carbonates decomposes on heating to give carbon 4 oxide. Even the hydrogen carbonate will also. Then they say salt D plus dilute HCl. Since we have confirmed is a carbonate or hydrogen thiazocarbonate, all of them give us effervescent. It's colorless, odorless gas, which turns lime water milky. So there will be effervescence, colorless, odorless gas, evolved, turns lime water milky. And then your report will still be the same thing here. CO2 gas from thiazocarbonate 4 ion, or equally hydrogen thiazocarbonate 4 ion.
Wait a minute. Have you heard about the Majestic Table? It was designed and recommended by Her Majesty himself. Here it is. The amazing thing about the Majestic Periodic Table is that it provides a clear and colorful classification of elements, from P block metals to metalloids to liquid metals. It also shows the boiling and melting points of all the elements. It also has the unique feeling of electrons in the shells of each element.
Enhance the easy learning and teaching of chemistry in schools, in universities, secondary schools, in research institutes. So this Majestic Periodic Table, demand and a special demand, as you can see that space there highlighted, that is where you can include the name of your school, or if you are dedicating it to anybody, you can write there, because you can print it to any size you like. In a majestic size, the resolution will never be affected. So it took me about 3 months to design and provide these informations, but thank God the table is here. What made me to design this is that I discovered that these tables I see in the internet, the one I see in the market, they are not as informative as I want. And then some of them are not updated. Some still retain the fact that we have, there are like some still see promentum as not being radioactive. Some might see them as artificial element, but it is still is a naturally occurring element, of course. So there are some modifications that this table has been made to include, and that makes it majestic.
This is super majestic.
Much love. Likely. Then the last one says solution from 2 PII plus sodium hydroxide in drops and in excess. They give us calcium present. Since they say calcium present, it means white chalky precipitate insoluble in excess. White chalky, or you say powdery, white chalky precipitate insoluble in excess, and your job is done. So this is the sample of what you mean by alternative to practical, how to fill them. So I've told you what to do to get prepared for alternative to practical. You should learn how to test for cations, which we have here on this channel. Learn test for anions, then test for gases. So with this you'll be covered, and also test for reducing and oxidizing agents. So if you learn how to get most of this one for cations, what you are advised to learn about cations, you should learn about aluminium, as we have seen here, learn about zinc, which goes together, lead, learn about copper 2 ion for subsequent exam, because this video is to prepare you. You also learn about iron 2, learn about iron 3 ion. I have the videos on test for cations here on this channel, so you search for it and enjoy to get yourself prepared. You also learn how to test for ammonium ion. And then for anions, the common anions you get yourself ready is tetraoxosulfate 6, as you see here, trioxosulfate 4, trioxocarbonate 4, chloride ion, and then trioxonitrate 5 ion. So these are the ones. Then for gases, you need to know about CO2, SO2, test for ammonia gas, test for hydrogen chloride gas, test for hydrogen sulfide, test for carbon 4 oxide, most of these common gases. Then reducing and oxidizing agents, you also learn some gases there. You know how to test for reducing and oxidizing. Then you know oxidizing agents and reducing agents. Know the actions of KMnO4 on reducing agent, actions of K2Cl2O7 on reducing agent. I wish you the best of luck. I want you to come back with good results, so please endeavor to subscribe and share this video. Please subscribe and share equally. Much love from me to you. Bye for now.